Hey y'all, Scott here. 200k specials. Yikes. This one's going to be a little bit bigger of a ramble than the usual. You can tell because I'm actually speaking into a microphone instead of slapping default text on a black background. And the reason for that is because this is kind of important for the future of the channel. So yeah, if you were expecting funnies this time, guess what? Threw a fucking sneaky on you. Okay, what this is about is the elephant in the channel. Five Nights at Freddy's VHS. Oh my god, my relationship with this thing is complicated. Let me preface this with just, I'm pretty happy with what I pulled off. I think I did a good job for the most part. I'm so glad that people just got a kick out of it. Seriously, 100% truly. Here's the thing though. Five Nights at Freddy's VHS doesn't really represent me that well as a creator because my main focus is not horror. I'm not sure what my main focus even is because unfortunately that's how I am. Pretty varied in what I make. 90% of my audience being here because of FNAF VHS is worrying, to say the least, because that means 90% of my audience has the wrong idea of me and what kind of creator I am. Not really sure where this channel will go, but there's one thing I am completely sure of. I'm not going to give in to expectations, and I will not make any more Five Nights at Freddy's VHS because it's done. And God knows there's plenty of other channels to go to for stuff like it. What I'm about to say is probably going to hurt my numbers, but in the end, that's not really what I care about anyway, so here it goes. If you want to stick around and see what kind of other stuff I'll end up making, yeah, sure, stick around. If you only want VHS horror, then you probably won't be very satisfied and should maybe probably unsubscribe. There are plenty of other series like Five Nights at Freddy's VHS out there. One of them I highly recommend is the Walton Files. Seems like it's going to be more of a long-term thing considering the slower pacing and the more question-raising way it tells its story, but personally I dig it. It's definitely not the same as FNAF VHS. It's honestly a great thing. It has its own feel to it. Reminds me of Atari in the 70s and 80s, and it's just cool as hell. And it's scary. So yeah, check that shit out. Let me also say that you got the impression that I'm a horror channel. I don't blame you in the slightest. This is just a genuine warning that I intend to be a jack-of-all-trades kind of channel instead. Shift your expectations to that, I guess. And if that isn't something that interests you, then I don't blame you for leaving. So, yeah, TLDR, shit's gonna be different. And for those of you who are still here, first of all, thank you so much. And second, I think it's time I talk about something else I'm working on. It's somewhat, sort of, kinda already out there. If you're as unhealthily obsessed with Deltarune as I am, you'll like Four Suits, I think. It's a Deltarune AU of mine. But I like to think it's not the traditional Undertale / Deltarune AU. Right now it's just music that you can listen to on SoundCloud. Some examples include Whopper-sized jamboree. Anyway, back on the actual topic, the future of the channel. Again, I can't tell you exactly what I'm going to end up doing, but what I do know for sure is that it won't be one kind of video all the time. If I had to guess, the most likely things I could see happening are reviews and video essays of stuff I like, don't really see talked about much, or provide, new perspective on something I do like and other people already like. just don't get the impression that I'm gonna be like, I think what you like is stupid. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be positive about it. I wanna, just talk about cool shit. And of course I'll do some original stuff too, because, I can't sit still on things like that. I gotta be doing music. Maybe I'll do animations. And horror isn't completely off the table either. Just, it won't be the same as VHS. Whatever it is I end up doing, I'll try to make sure that it's fresh. I want this channel to be unique. I want there to be some kind of cool new spin on every kind of thing that I make. That's about all I wanted to say about that. Hope this was informative enough. At least some of you will stay to see what happens. Most of all, I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. Thank you for 200,000. Even if you came here for Five Nights at Freddy's VHS and you're leaving the channel because I won't do anymore, I still appreciate that you took the time to watch it and enjoy it. Like, I can't really properly state how much it means, but I'm really grateful that I have an audience to begin with, regardless of if it's an audience for something that doesn't represent me or whatever the hell. And yeah, just thanks. And I'll see you all later.